I'm back. As you can see, I'm starting to get a little bit more consistent about this, which is pretty awesome. I'm really happy about that. I'm just going to wait a little bit until people actually start, I guess, showing up for the stream. It just went live. So yeah, I'm not really going to advertise it. Again, I'm just doing this mostly for me, so let us sit for a minute, go log into the chat room, see if anyone's watching, and all that jazz, and yeah. It's still pretty empty, which is why I'm not really doing anything, even though I see the hazard thing going down. I'm just gonna maybe, I guess, decide to share something on social media so I have somebody to talk to and it's not super boring for anyone that comes across this later.
It's beautiful, but what makes this place so interesting that the cat would fight for it?
Greetings. How can I assist?
What are you?
An interface for the power grid of this city. I have been operational since the city was encased in ice.
She is lying. This is an AI, and her origin appears to be Angara.
Makes sense, considering how advanced the Angara are.
True. I have no evidence the Angara have hidden this knowledge.
This is amazing news. Go get the commander.
So tell me, why lie?
As you can see, I am currently vulnerable.
What happened here?
The Ket aliens talked as though I was evil and disgusting. They planned to take my knowledge and then kill me. I fought them off, but my energy stores are now drained. I am near death.
Another lie. She is tied to a deep power grid.
I beg you, have pity on me. Do not take me from here. I would rather die. I am tired. I am done.
That's insane. You're an extraordinary find. A key to our past.
Am I? You are not the ones who designed me. I do not trust you any more than I do the Ket aliens. Or these other aliens. I would rather die.
Ryder, she has now blocked my attempts to scan her.
Okay, I'm open to suggestions here. Options? Thoughts?
Thoughts? I'm taking her out of here. That's what...
No! I am tired. I will not go. I am afraid, so afraid and angry.
Help me! Please! I have a family!
A life for a life. Is mine really more valuable than his?
too valuable. I'm sorry. You really didn't have to do that.
With my fate now in your hands, consider it a warning.
But your future is exciting. You can help the Angara recover what they lost to the Scourge.
I do not know them. I owe them nothing. But your AI, I do understand him. Place me in his custody.
Not sure that's a good idea.
Must everything always be about borders? If, at this moment, Sam can best help this AI, then let's share.
Sure, but the optics are bad.
I want to be with Sam. I have a consciousness. I have desires and feelings. Please, Pathfinder.
Let's abide by her wishes. Joel, Liam, make the diplomatic arrangements. At least the Ket didn't get her. Okay, team, what's next?
I'm detecting below normal temperatures. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Ambient temperature is normal. I'm detecting below normal temperatures. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
This area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface. Pathfinder, I detect heavy weapons fire nearby.
That's teamwork.
Heads up, Ken.
That's it for the cat.
Let's make sure these resistance fighters are okay.
So, the Pathfinder. Here to convince us you're a friend. Don't join fights that aren't yours.
Your leader asked me to lend a hand. I'm honoring his request.
Then you're free to move on. Mind yourself out here. Not everyone sees the difference between...
Here's a hint.
Ha.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Blasted to bits.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
That's two of them. Sam, what's your status?
She has lost a lot of blood.
Help me, please. I couldn't stop the bleeding. The supply crate was empty.
We brought the supplies.
Leave them in the cache and I can help myself. You need to get supplies to the other locations. There may be others like me, in dire need.
What happened to you?
My patrol was escorting a caravan of specimens from Hijara. The Ket ambushed. They took the cargo and some of the scientists. Killed everyone else. I pretended to be dead. It kept me alive. A cowardly act.
You fought to protect your people. You crawled here, bleeding, hoping to live to fight again. I don't see a coward anywhere.
Thank you.
If you're all right, I'll get going.
Go. Thank you. And inside of Enduri, whoever you are.
Ryder.
I'll remember that. I hope to see you again, Ryder.
The temperature... Remnant have overtaken this area, Pathfinder. It may be worth investigating.
Right between the eyes. Stay sharp.
Hi, Abby.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Sam, another memory prompt?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
Do you have anything you should be doing right now, Abby, besides this? Like editing, working, writing something to submit?
There is a resistance emergency cache nearby, Pathfinder.
Cash restocked. The emergency medical...
Oh, thanks. I can't tell who this is. Who just said I really enjoyed your books. Based off the username. A clue? I don't know if you're from Ohana, friends list, reader who came across this, but thank you for supporting. And if you liked them, hopefully you left a review. Those really help. Thanks for coming out for this. I'm just sort of decompressing while I work on another one.
Excellent news. Come back when you can. We just got new supplies, and I have something I think you might find useful.
Will do. Enemies!
Oh, wow. Well, thank you for following me on Twitter, and I didn't actually know people bothered to read my tweets.
Between the eyes.
Got 'em all. That's Techix, according to my map.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. life support at 100%.
I'm sorry you haven't gotten a chance to read them yet. I think someone in Ohana tagged you in a post that they might be mailing you a copy. Spoilers. I don't know if that ruins the surprise, but you were tagged in the post.
An impressive surveillance system.
Good. You're in the clear.
Got a message from my little brother this morning.
I guess I should mention it that book 3 in the Grave Report, technically my 4th novel, will be coming out this fall. It's in final editing right now. The cover's already been done. It's going to be releasing after Dragon Con because I'm so busy prepping for that. And I have to write a novella in the series that I'm planning to actually give away free to just all my readers and fans and support, so there's no cost. It'll be downloadable from my website. I'm going to be working on a short story because I got that series invited to an anthology, so hopefully that will be a trade published anthology with a Grave Report short story. I'm working on another one for a charity anthology that's going to benefit Alzheimer's Association. I'm writing a space western right now that's like Firefly meets Guardians of the Galaxy for a United Kingdom publisher. Wow. And I'll probably be working on the 4th Grave Report after all that's done, or the 2nd Books of Winter. I don't know how many people have actually bothered reading that other series, though.
Give me some coagulant. You should have lots. Good to see you back. You saved lives today. We don't know who or how many, but you did. I set something aside for you from our latest shipment. For your help.
Hey, thanks. That's real nice of you.
It's dangerous out. Oh, and Yetta, the fighter you found, managed to make her way back. She's stable and recuperating, thanks to you.
Keep moving.
What can I do for you?
I don't think he even knows who I am. He has my first book, though. If anything, I'd like to learn from him. I might actually have that opportunity. If financially everything goes well, I think that's the safest word to use, not great. Because I'm still a working class writer, getting up there. I'm barely getting by on my writing income, to be honest and open. But I have a chance to attend a seminar that's for writers only. That'll be around January, February, where he will be teaching. So hopefully that will happen and I can bring him more stuff. Because he has my first book, Grave Beginnings. Quests are left here. Don't really feel like doing that. Oh, well, I might as well do that. Unfortunately, my content still comes out slower.
That's me.
There are some people who get content out every few months, but
Wow.
the cost for that is they don't edit really. They just get a copy edit done real fast. Now, some of them actually make millions. I do want to make that clear. They're just putting out novels for, I guess, like the equivalent of literary Netflix binging.
I should get to the point.
But it's a method that works.
Your raid on the exaltation facility sent the Kett
I'm just not comfortable doing that, so it hurts me in the, I guess, publishing production game overall, because my content comes out slower, 1 to 2 a year, and a lot of smaller content, but it's the career path I'm most happy with, because I'm also trying to get some stuff launched with the larger publishers like Tor or DAW or DAW, however you say it.
We're concerned they might be planning more exaltation, or putting more of our people through torturous study.
We don't have the tech to break into their bases. But someone has to stop them.
I'll investigate this if I can.
That's all I can ask. Thank you, Ryder. I'll send the nav point immediately.
Temperatures are below freezing and continuing to fall. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. Life support restored. Life support at 100%. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
I think that's totally fair to say that it's janky. Even with all the updates, the animations are weird. Sometimes the combat's a little odd. Some of the... I don't want to say cutscene, but trying to think of the accurate word. When you're in dialogue with somebody, but it's not an actual fully animated in-game cutscene, it's more characters talking with their locked in their motion. There have been instances where, like, I was talking to Jal, and he'd start jerking in his spot, like spasming, and then there's two Jals literally on my screen, like a clone of him. And one walked away during the cutscene, and the other just stood there still spasming. I don't know if it's fair to say or proper that I hope something like that happens so you can see it firsthand, but at the same time, I want to sort of deliver a clean, smooth streaming experience so people can enjoy the game, but it's been known to happen. Story-wise, I can't say. I haven't beaten the game. Some of the urgency from the other Mass Effect games seemed to be lingering. I kind of really enjoyed Shepard's story and seeing everything with the Reapers, and then the second game with nobody believing them, and a new crew that kind of felt darker. Mass Effect 2 kind of felt like Empire Strikes Back from Star Wars. Way grittier vibe. You had almost like these badass characters. Kind of like the Dirty Dozen of the galaxy. Like, you know, Mordin was former Spectre, I think, and Solarian STG, Black Ops. You had Samara, who's like this dark Asari warrior. It kind of went from being like the Paragons of the galaxy to like the Dark Crew. And it was just a good counterpoint to the first game. And then everything wrapped up in the third game. This story definitely feels way more explorer-y, which isn't bad. It just kind of seems like more formulaic grinding. Kind of like what Mass Effect 1 was at some points, where even though you're saving the galaxy, you know, go explore this random planet. Yeah, the suicide missions on Mass Effect 2 was just like, I don't think anything beats Mass Effect 2 for storytelling. I haven't played Dragon Age 3 either, Inquisition, so I can't say. But Dragon Age always felt like a weaker proper to me. The first game I felt was better than Mass Effect 1, even though I love the Mass Effect universe more. Mass Effect 2 just did nothing for me, and Dragon Age Inquisitions, I only got 2 hours in before I stopped and deleted my file because it felt really fetch questy. I might go back and redo that too. I also have to play Witcher 3, and I have tons of games I don't get time to play because of work.
Scans can tell us more, Pathfinder.
Whoa. He was there, and then he just warped away somewhere. Okay. It looked like he was jerked over there by the game or something, or magic. Oh, well, there you go. But I will be checking out Dragon Age Inquisitions next, and Witcher 3, and replaying maybe the the Borderlands sequel games. I think there's 3 so far. I have all 3. I think I beat them all too. Yeah, I will definitely be doing a original Mass Effect run for everyone who hasn't seen it. Also, I do want to point out, since I grew up with them at a time where I was younger and not in my 20s and didn't have money to build a great gaming PC, I actually played them all on console, so all my DLC and everything's there, so I'll have to start all over on computer and buy the DLCs, which sucks, but it's also what it is. Why can't I... Okay, activate my scanner. Wait, why can I not collect these things? What am I supposed to...
Picking up the nav point for another Ket station. Probably their primary communication.
Yes, I know. I can't activate my scanner. It keeps glitching. Stop. Oh, okay, that's awesome. So, I don't know where these samples are that they want me to actually pick up. Oh, there we go. So, scan them and pick them up, or... Wait, there was 3 of them. Can't pick up that one, that one. I'm thoroughly confused with how poorly laid out this quest is. There we go.
Pathfinder, these samples all contain the same genetic sequence. At first, it appears to be a familial connection, but the genome shows signs of modification. Evidence suggests the sequence was drawn from a single
The Archon.
Exaltation.
So, does the Archon control the Ket because they see him as a progenitor? Or does his rank give him the privilege to propagate his genes like this?
A cultural question beyond my purview.
In any case, the stuff we found should be of great interest to the science team back on the Nexus.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Oh yeah, mobility-wise, this is probably the fastest combat-based game. You have a lot more ability to move, mantle, dodge, plus the jetpack. Change up your melee a lot. Combat's way more fluid and smoother. I will say this is the best combat out of all the Mass Effect games. It's really addicting. However, from my experience, I still think, and it was limited experience, I should state, but Destiny by Bungie had the best combat still. Because that's the one thing Bungie just does amazing, is just solid combat. However, at the same time, Destiny's grindy repetitiveness was very Dragon Age 2-y, including with the layouts of a lot of the missions, which is why I couldn't get into it. So I'll be waiting to see with Destiny 2 what everything's like before I jump into it.
This is the Ket outpost we heard about on Bold.
Great shot! Ket, stay sharp! That's teamwork.
Got them all.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support is back online.
The Archon's not the Ket's supreme leader.
Rose, communication orders require explanation. Archon commands have blocked all transmissions of Angara data to the Empire. It is a breach of protocol.
The Archon's playing by his own rules.
Communications. Only Archon is aware of shifting situation in Helios. If Archon's opinion is that protocols are not to our benefit, accept his wisdom. He is the Senate's voice in Helios and must be obeyed.
She doesn't sound completely convinced.
It sounds like the Ket are starting to question what the Archon's doing. If this continues, it might be good for all of us.
So what do we do now?
There is likely nothing to be done, but conflicts between factions seldom resolve quietly.
Then we'll just have to keep an ear to the ground for now. With luck, something will happen.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
I don't like the look of those Ket machines.
drones we're looking for. Let's find some tech for PB. Here they come!
Nice work.
This must be the piece of Remtech PB needs.
Remtech.
PB's term. Anytime we come across ruins like this, let's scrounge what we can. I'll deliver this piece and hopefully find out what her secret project is.
Okay, so the reason I shot at that, for everyone wondering why, is the second I got in the car, you can see in the bottom right, both its health and its shields remain the same. So I want to know if, even if when the vehicle's static, if it's like if it has unlimited health as an inanimate object, meaning it's good cover. Because in some Mass Effect games, I can't remember if the vehicles were or they disintegrated. So it lets me know that yeah, I can hide behind this, which is nice. And I'm not done with this planet. I think I'm gonna go break down stuff, see if I can build better gear. Check out with PB, and maybe go back to the Nexus to pick up some more quick, smaller quests on the way, which is always more experience, which is nice. And oh, buy some mods, because I have so much money that I don't really use in this game, because you can get better gear from multiplayer and making it and picking it up, and you can just buy mods for the Nomad, your vehicle, easier, which is nice.
No peeking. I'm putting the finishing touches on my personal project.
I thought you said it was on the Nexus.
I'm just perfecting the final component here, or should I say, trying to. Several of the crew have offered to help, and I keep politely declining and ushering them out. So, thank you for retrieving that critical piece of Remtech, but kindly stop digging.
Fine. Have your surprise.
You won't regret it.
Want me to ask the others to back off?
No, I can handle it. As long as they're not looking to be besties. And I'm happy that someone with the galaxy at their fingertips can still give a girl her space. It's safe to say that you, my friend, are one of a kind.
I think that's the option too. Romancer. Emotional, yeah, romance, and logical. And no, I was not shooting it just to shoot at cars. I'm not a psychopath. See, I have a clear thinking process, Abby. I am tactical. Sort of.
But no more distractions. The next time you're on the Nexus, my project will be done. Now, if you will, please leave me to my own devices.
Why do you want me to romance the alien? Cora makes more sense, or the really smart pilot with the Scottish accent.
Liam says he's planning a movie night.
That's the idea.
He's putting it off because it didn't seem right after seeing the exaltation facility. I found an Ungaran recipe for these little morsels you can make from a local Helios plant, but it's rare and...
You want me to look for one?
Oh, would you? I'd love to, you know, be social and things.
Be social and things. Look, Abby, you. I'm kidding.
Hello, Gil. When are you cleaning up that repair on the sensor console?
I'm not. It's a redesign.
A redesign? Without a trained crew?
I'm trained and it's working great. Don't be so uptight.
Everything okay?
No. Fine. Fine. Don't worry about it.
Nothing, no comment. I said nothing. I forgot. I'm old, I make mistakes.
What's that supposed to mean?
Here we go.
You know, how uptight you are.
I am not uptight.
Not even 300 years old and fussing at us like a matriarch.
I'm a doctor. Fussing's part of the job.
Or we can work on building you a better computer, but I mean, that's only an option, you know. Crap, I think I sold all my platinum and they're charging me an arm and a leg to get it back. Awesome. Well, maybe I'll just go buy the stuff I need since this game's gonna try to steal my monies. Or we can totally just build you one so you don't have to go Grand Theft PC.
I thought I hated the kit before. Then we learned about exaltation. I can't even begin to imagine how Jal feels about this.
I was curious about you and Sid, being on your own from such a young age.
Yeah, I really wouldn't recommend it.
Where was your mother in all this?
Back on Palaven, I suppose. She was an awful person. All she cared about was climbing the ranks. She and my dad.
Wait, Brandon taught you what?
I think at the end they hated each other. When things were really tough, I thought about going back.
probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
So the Angara were fighting.
Long time no chat. What's up?
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
Ryder.
Liam? You're working pretty hard.
His push-up form sucks, by the way.
Time. Started young. Smart little kid. Got angry a lot. Side effect of giving a shit.
Liam, what's going on?
We found that facility on Vold. Kicked them in the teeth. Great. But the Ket's still what people are. Everyone should have a stake in that. So I reached out, trying to get resources moving in a real way, bridge that gap like I did with Jar. I can't get permission coming or going. The Nexus, Aya, everyone is all can't take risks with outsiders. I didn't come here so everyone could be goddamn outsiders.
You're taking on a lot, making all of Helios your problem.
It is our problem. We're not going back. We have to make it work. I wanted this. Everything new. But eventually, it has to be normal. I need something familiar. Can I show you something? Did you bring anything from the Milky Way?
One or two things, but the weight limits were real strict.
I know. That's why I made arrangements. It's a proper petrol burner. 20th century. British. From when that mattered. My whole family works on it together, weekends. Like those are a thing in space. Know what we did? Friends in Hustle set us up good. They borrowed us to transport right before I went into cryo. And me and my father and mother loaded our car into it and pointed it at Andromeda.
It's a nice gesture, but you know you won't see it again.
Oh, it's a couple million years away at standard light. The important thing is, it's coming. And always will be. I don't know what that means.
It means your family, the Angara, this team. We're all lucky you care so much.
I'll probably screw it up.
Please don't steal pizza magically, by the way.
The screw-up started 600 years ago.
Truth. This will be home. It has to be. I won't let being outsiders stop that.
Definitely made yourself at home.
It looks wise. And those are tool-using paws. Are you sure it's not more intelligent than us?
I'm going to do it. I've run all the tests. It's non-toxic. If we're going to live here, someone has to take the plunge and actually try to eat things.
Dr. Tapero,
Hold orbit
please
steady.
do something.
Don't do it, Suvi.
You told on me. I thought we were friends. You, sir, are uninvited from all my parties. Anomaly on sensors.
That whole uninvited from party thing sounds like a threat you'd make, Abby. Well, this is interesting. Someone wanted to see some of the janks of Mass Effects. There it is. Awesome. So I'll have to reboot it, which hopefully shouldn't take long. It shouldn't actually cut out my stream. It should just go black for a second and just be me talking, since I can't find the window until the game reboots. I hope it autosaved, because that's not annoying at all. Did Origin crash? Nope. Well, that's fun. Talk about all the things. What am I supposed to talk about? And the game's refusing to boot. That's interesting. Talk about cheese. Okay, well, it must be the game, because the interesting thing is I can boot Mass Effect 3 and other games. I cannot boot Mass Effect Andromeda. It just doesn't want to boot. Alright, well, I might have to pause the stream and see if OBS is keeping it from opening, because it's trying to stream a game that's not there. And I'll see if I can reboot. That's not annoying at all.